listen to me? I'm sick of your fucking lies. Sick of you pretending to give a shit about me whenever it's convenient. Sending a sellsword after me. Really, Milbert? How low can you go? How low can you go?
But... By Malthus, you! Please, you have to help me. She's completely lost her mind. It's the dust. She's not a... elf.
But you know what? It's too late now. You won't save him. Or maybe you will. But only over my dead body. I have nothing to lose anymore. Not that I ever had much to begin with.
Really? Alright, fine. Did you hear that, Milbert? Seems people care as little about you as you care about them. I think that's what you call poetic justice.
No, Celia, you can't do that.
Oh, believe me, I can. It's over. For good. Here, I think that should be more than what Milbert would have paid you. By far. Honestly, it's over. For good. It's over. You listen to me. I'm sick of your fucking lies. Sick of you pretending to give a shit about me whenever it's convenient. Sending a sellsword after me. Really, Milbert? How low can you go? How low can you go?
But... By Malthus, you! Please, you have to help me. She's completely lost her mind. It's the dust. She's not herself.
But you know what? It's too late. You won't save him. Or maybe you will. But only over my dead body.
Fuck the money! I've told you how he treated me since those raiders came for us. Yes, he pays for my room, but do you think he ever came to me in all those years? Or asked me how I was? Fuck it! I'm a goddamn mess, and I know it. But it's his fault because he was never there for me. Not when our parents died. Not when the dust took me. Never! Before he sent you to get the key, he asked me himself. And that was the first time I'd seen him in years. But no. This wasn't about me. This was about his goddamn business and the money Father left for the two of us. He wanted it for himself. Just like he always has.
Am I? Well, it doesn't feel like that. If it's the fucking dust, then I guess I should be grateful.
Oh, believe me, it will. I'd do it just to see that fucking smile wiped off his face. Make me.
She's dead. Oh gods, how did this happen? The, uh, thank you. By the name of the sun, the drugs did this to her. This goddamn dust. What? No, she rationalizes. Ever since she took her first sniff, she has changed and started to blame me for all her misery. Believe me, my friend, I did try. But the more I wanted to help her, the more she started to push me away. What happened to our family? It broke us both. Only that I managed to get back up again, and she didn't. I guess that's what it adds up to. Good question. I suppose at first you get your reward. Without you, I wouldn't be alive now. Here, you can take this key. It's to another slot in the bank's treasury. You can take whatever's in there. I owe you this, at least. And while I feel ridiculous to bring that up now, I promised you another book, didn't I? Which one do you want? Fine, here. Now, give me some time, will you? Celia, she was a shadow of herself, but she was still my sister. I want to say goodbye properly. And she called me greedy. Yeah, that's about all I can spare. Now go. You. Do you need something? I need some time for myself. You. Do you need something? I need some time for myself. You. Do you need something? I need some time for myself.
Monsieur? Yes?
Wait, you're a traveler, aren't you? Did you happen to see my husband, Hallis?
Well, look who's arrived. have any problems finding... Way around? The city... Quite... Haze if you don't know it.
My sir? Can I help you? We always go too easy on the scum.
What? Hello? How may I be of service? Walk blessed, my sir. Of course. A wise decision. Hello? How may I be of service? Of course. Walk blessed. And don't forget your money.
Some shifts never end.
Greetings.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. Idiots. My sir? They always go too easy on the scum.
Mr.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Many of you may have heard it already. There's war.
You just can't depend on those sales.
Apples,
Well,
Walk blessed, my sir. How you do? Let me have a look. Very well, this looks solid. We will add any future gains from this holding to your vault. Of course. A wise decision. Of course. Walk blessed.
Walk blessed.
Greetings. Do you need a potion to refresh your... Sure, take a look. Walk blessed.
Yes? I beg your pardon? Wait. Again, from the beginning. By the righteous path. I mean, the Guildmaster must learn of this at once. And, wait, what did you say these assassins look like? Huh. Was their armor all black? And did they speak a language that sounded like gibberish to you? Petrified. By Malthus. Well, this is worse than I expected. The hired killers. The best of their kind. Have you never heard of them? Well, apparently their temple, as they call it, or their headquarters, is on a small island called Milea. A deserted city. But now is not the time for history lessons. Whoever has enough money to hire the petrified is dangerous. Very dangerous. I don't like your tone. But if your life depends on it, no, it wasn't. And yes, I was afraid something might happen, but nothing like this. The entire caravan murdered. By the Seven, this is bad. As I said, Guildmaster Deloran needs to learn about this. Did you find anything on the corpses? Documents, perhaps? Rhodos's amulet. Oh, by Malthus. Deloran will not like this. Give it to me. The Guildmaster will want to have... give me back that letter. We have to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Thanks. Here, take this. It's a paycheck, and you can hand it in at the bank. Now, excuse me. I have to make some arrangements. Oh, by the Seven, this is not going to be pleasant.
Hello.
Monsieur?
May your path always be even.
Hello. How may I be of service? Penny pouches. So that old man found himself a new errand boy, did he? Show me. Yes, this looks solid indeed. Here is your money.
Apples, dates, bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast and Doonville.
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
If it's clam and fish you seek, then come and take a good long peek.
Anything for friends of path-lighting magic.
Men, that's just how they are. potatoes, garlic, radish. Yeah, that should be it.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
Can I help you?
Well, there comes a point when you just have to live with it.
Walk blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and friend... Of course. Walk blessed! And don't forget, your money is safe with Sylvan. Friends, exceedingly safe, believe me. Of course. Of course. Walk blessed!
Is it important?
My sir? Huh? Can I help you?
Now, if it isn't the hero of the hour. The word of the stunt you pulled with those petrified got around. Mael DeLorean himself wishes to see you. I strongly assume he's planning to hire you as a protector. Congratulations on that. Oh, you did? I'm impressed. Particularly since he's the Grandmaster of this guild. In the guild house, just on the other side of the street. Now hurry, he doesn't like to be kept waiting. If that's what snappy sounds like to you, maybe you should consider a change of profession. I heard the bathing house is still looking for harlots. Oh, there is no problem. At least not a problem that needs resolving. Let me put it this way. I'm impressed by how you, without a moment's hesitation, used the tragic events at the caravan site for your own advantage. But I guess that's just how this world works. Business is business. Forget about it. You wouldn't understand even if I told you. If that's what snappy sounds like to you, maybe I have done. Let me put it this way. I'm impressed by how you, without a moment's... But I guess that's just how this world... No, of course you don't. Walk... Yes? Well, a bit of everything. Just look for yourself. Walk blessed.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books.
Hymn of the Desert King. Dark as the sun, light as the night.
Who are you?
Yes? Have you been to the island?
Yes, yes, of course.
Oh my, now who is this? To see you here fills me with bliss. 'Cause I can tell just from your eyes you search for magical disguise. I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! What can I do for you? My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
Pathless ones, all over the place. It's a shame. Oh well.
Yes?
That's just how it is.
What?
So many strange faces. Well,
Yes? Have you been to the island? Yes? Have you been to the island? What? Oh, yes, certainly.
In the shackles of lust, presented.
what blessed?
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
My friend, certainly. Just take your time.
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
My friend, certainly. Just take your time. Safe travels. My friend. Certainly. Just take your time.
In the shackles of rust, presented by the poet.
Walk blessed.
Knife, of course. Of course. Take care.
Between cobblestone and excretion.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Monsieur?
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have...
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
Mm-hmm. Ah, you're Neramish, aren't you? I know that accent. People say your country has been reunited.
A foreigner, huh? What a surprise.
The one who's now ruling it is a monster.
Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word has it that he murdered 30 novices.
It's insane, isn't it?
Himself up in the temple. By Malphus, what has become of this world?
You're the guy who found the caravan, right? Go on in. The Guildmaster is waiting for you.
Take a seat. Good. Thank you for coming. I'm Enderal, by my path, Guildmaster of the Golden Sickle. What is your name? Well met, I'll be frank. You're an outlander, and that makes you pathless. And I'm sure you know by now that the Golden Sickle is more than just a band of merchants. It's a citadel of traditional values in a time when they hardly exist anymore. Still, I believe that everyone has the right to prove themselves, pathless or not. And when you fought those assassins, you did just that, even though you were too late. So, as promised, I'll make it short. I want to promote you to the rank of Protector. It does, but the circumstances are anything but ordinary. That sounds just like him. You know, there were times when Mindalus was young and full of ideals, but his behavior these days continues to remind me that those times are long past. I suppose he thinks your promotion is unfair to the other recruits, but you're fit for the task. Even he should see that. How? With floors made of marble and statues of gold? This is not a brothel for nobles. It's a place of work. And in my experience, that kind of nonsense does one thing above all else: distract. The same as working for the trading post, only you will no longer have to waste your skills on running errands. You promise to honor the principles of the Golden Sickle, and to never act out against it or its members. In return, you will be granted a good pay and path-abiding honest work. Work that other outlanders would give their left hand for, if I may say that. You don't have to be. You help the Sickle when it needs help, and you get paid. That's it. Good. Can you read and write? Excellent. This contract contains what we expect from you in written form. Read it, sign it, and then we can start. What is this, a joke? Read it and sign it. Yes? Excellent. Then we can start right away. Are you ready for your first assignment as a protector? Before I tell you, I have to ask you something. Are you familiar with the Blue Islands Coalition? The Blue Islands Coalition is a league of powerful merchants from the belt of Killet. I take it you've heard about the civil war on Killet. It has been going on for 2 years now. Recently, the Council of Elders, which is made up of mostly wealthy merchants in Killet, succeeded in restoring rudimentary order. That is, if a dictatorship by those cutthroats can be called order. Blasphemous rumors about the supposed death of the Lightborn. It's ridiculous when you say it out loud like that. But the Killayans never were a God-fearing people to begin with. I suppose some of the elders were behind those rumors. They wanted all the power for themselves, so they spread a rumor that the gods were dead, and that it was time for a new order to arise. At first it was just a few remaining servants of the Lightborn against the usurpers. Then the latter started turning on each other. Thousands of people died. Although the Killayans brought this upon themselves, it's still a tragedy. It affects trade. Since the Civil War, the prices for spices, cane sugar, and Kilayan cloth have exploded. And while some might profit from this, most merchants don't. But this situation should settle down now that the war is over, and it's not the topic of this discussion. I need you because some days ago an emissary of the Blue Islands Coalition arrived in Ark. Yes, but it's no ordinary visit. We'll talk of that later. I don't. But that's a different story. I want you to meet this emissary and give him this letter. It's a written invitation to come to the Guild's house for dinner. We are talking about a representative of one of the world's most powerful merchant guilds. This is not an ordinary errand. Well, finding that out will be part of your job. But I suppose he's somewhere in that city where there are colorful clothes and shining jewels. Kilayans are drawn to that kind of flashiness like children to sweets. Now go. Come back to me once you've delivered the message. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
The light fade. Away at the end of the day. Ta-dum-dum.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
Yes? Well, a bit of everything. Just look for yourself. Walk blessed.
Walk blessed.
Oh my, now I've seen this face. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you...
An obvious
Yes? Have you been to the... What? Oh, yes, certainly. Yes? Have you been to the island? Yes. Have you been to the island? Yes, yes, of course.
obvious myself. Please, Lord will redeem you. Oh, thank you. You true. Oh, thank you. You truly are a good person.
Oh, my sir, what a pleasure to see you.
Cielo Aranthiel has returned. Malphas truly smiles upon us.
And you? Well, expected under the circumstances, I suppose. These are hard times we live in. Yes, absolutely. Hard times.
I wish things were better.
What? An obvious myself. Please. Lord will redeem you.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. A miracle has happened.
Hello. How may I be of service? Of course. Of course. Of course. What?
Hymn of the Desert King.
Yes? Yes?
are you?
Really need anything for essence from here.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? You've got a lot of...
Work. Life isn't easy.
My friend. Certainly. Just take your time. Safe travel.
Yes?
Yes?
Darkness and light. Well,
Advance the fleet! Always forward! Always forward!
that's just how it is.
Sir?
Huh? Can I help you?
He no talk to door. He not bad. Talk to others. Emissary. He talk about the jam? The jam not here. The jam other place. Perhaps Dul can remember, but he needs to help his memory. Dul's memory old and full of holes. Like cheese. Powerful man. But... fine. Dul want no trouble. The jam went bathing in house with many waters. He has what he came here for. Go now. Leave Dul alone. He has what he came here for.
Hello. Walk blessed. Advice? Ah, you know what? I kind of like you. You've got a friendly face, and that's not common these days. Here, I found this in a ruin, and I've got no use for it. Maybe it's gonna help you.
I just don't see the fucking point.
That's a good question. Let me think. I'm not sure if this helps, but an innkeeper told me lately that because of the Red Madness, very few prospectors are bold enough to go to the Shadow Steel mines in the Powder Desert anymore. If you have the smithing skills and want to find some precious ore, you should check one of the mines there. I might. What do you need? Take care.
adventurer, aren't you?
Presented.
I bet you've got a lot of stories to tell.
Yes?
My friend. My friend. Certainly. Just take your time. Take care.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Walk blessed, walk blessed. Has my sir come to indulge in the hot springs of the Larkses? Or is my sir simply looking for a place to forget about life's daily sorrows? In either case, he will be required. Unfortunately, a man with such a name is not known to me.
Let him in. I'll pay.
My dame, you should cover yourself.
Let's talk downstairs, shall we? I want to indulge in these beautiful springs for as long as I can. It does. Come on down. Just where did I put it? What is it? Are you coming? Depends on the business, I guess. So, I take it you're the welcoming party from the Sickle, am I right? I was told someone would contact me as soon as we landed, but for the past 2 days, no one has. I thought I might as well take a look around the city. Even though this city has certainly seen better days, at least according to the gossip. Red madness, lost ones in the forests, crazed brigands. Phew. I'm sure they have their reasons. I have. But I've been warned that this DeLorean is how shall I say, a complicated character. I'm important, and I'll let you feel just how important by letting you wait. But who cares? Once an idiot, always an idiot. Now, aren't you curious? But fine, why not? We want to buy an artifact from the Sickle. An ancient and powerful one. One of unmatched value. 2 golden testicles from a Vatir, each of them weighing 3 pounds. Sorry, I just had to. Jokes aside, I would be a bad merchant if I went around gossiping with confidential information, wouldn't I? Don't take it personally. Show me. Formal supper in the guild's house with DeLorean himself. Oh my, this is going to be an evening full of jesting and good humor. You can tell DeLorean I'll be there. Thanks for delivering the message.
charming.
Ah, one more thing before you go. You're Enderal. I've heard that accent before, but I just can't put my finger on it. Where are you from?
Of course, that was it. And how is it that a traveler like you is now running errands for the Golden Sickle? Uh-huh. Anyway, good luck with whatever you do next. Ah, and if you're in the mood for it, apparently there's a Chilean minstrel group in this city, and they perform in the tavern just next to the bathing house. I'll stay there for the time being, and I wouldn't mind a good chat. Now, aren't you subtle? Then walk blessed, as people here like to say.
Walk blessed.
Huh. An arcanist, aren't you? Well, I hope your name is on the register.
Light as the night.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Rumors circulate, rumors about the horrible events of the past.
And buy fish, only the best and fresh from the Red Sea.
Hello.
Yes? 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 She? Oh, wonderful. That changes a lot. Not if they understand the meaning of responsibility and discipline. And unfortunately, that's not the norm. Now you'll get your pay. Go talk to Penny Pouches. I will contact you if your services are needed once again, which will most likely be very soon. Farewell. There's one more thing. This Dijam. What's your take on her? I see. Now go. You'll hear from me.
Yes? Oh, of course. Your pay for having a chit-chat with that woman. Here, I think that is more than enough. Well, aren't you the eager one? Does all that money whet your appetite? But no, not at the moment. Oh, hang on. You know a thing or two about beating up people, don't you? There might be something. Landlord Boric recently complained about rats in his granary, and we agreed to send him a ratter. That would be a job for you, wouldn't it? I can't do that. We are...
Mr. DeLorean sent me. It's about this new protector.
Do you know where he is? Oh, of course, sorry. It's just... I didn't know what you looked like. Master DeLorne wishes to see you, my sir. At once, he said. It seemed to be something important.
Why? What's this about? The caravan?
Forgive me, my sir, but I don't know. Master DeLorne asked explicitly for the new protector.
Uh-huh. And it seems someone else has to take care of the rats. Off you go. The guildmaster doesn't like to be kept waiting.
As I said, without samples, I just can't say, my sir. I am sorry.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly. I don't think that's the right word for it. Yes? Rhodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him? He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rhodus was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the others, he chose to fight his way out of his misery. Eventually, he made it into the sickle. He was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite all his ambition, he never sought to surpass his path. As I said, his career was hard not to notice. He never let the sickle down, not once. He was a good person, always striving, yet with deep respect for tradition. There aren't many young people like that these days. I still remember when I granted him the Sickles badge, 4 winters ago. He was so proud. I know it was you that brought it back to the trading post. I think it would have meant a lot to him, knowing that it isn't rotting somewhere in the desert sands. Suffice it to say, there has been a disquieting development. Yes? We've found traces of poison in some of the corpses. Traces of Chilean poison. The petrified are sellswords, pathless and despicable people. But in the end, they are weapons, tools. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, who sent them? You say that so lightly. I think it's about time you learn the whole truth about this cooperation between us and the Chileans. The reason the Blue Island Coalition is here is a bargain. Have you ever heard of the Green Scarabaeus, the idol of Morala? The goddess of Kile, yes. The Scarabaeus is made of a very rare gem that makes it one of the most valuable jewels in the civilized world. Well, as you might have figured, it was originally a Chilean who possessed it. Ralius Davul, to be precise, the founder of the Blue Island Coalition himself, and at that time, one of the richest men on Vin. Yes, I will spare you the details of how that came to be, but be assured that it was the result of hard and path-abiding work, something that is foreign to those dark-skinned cutthroats. However, the Blue Island Coalition contacted us about 6 moons ago, shortly after the Chilean Civil War was over. They want to buy the idol from us. A big one. Let's leave it at that. It is. To be honest, if circumstances were different, I would have never agreed. The fact that the Chileans, in all their greed, were forced to sell the symbol of their own goddess is almost an allegory for the way of living. But I suppose you also know that our country, Enderal, has seen better times. And of course, all those unfortunate developments in the past years have affected the sickle too. And before you ask, it is not as if we have to fear for our existence. But there are certain expenses we simply have to cover. In other words, we need the money. Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? The house of the Apothecari? The pest house, as it is lovingly called. The sickle maintains it. And with the current economical situation, we might be forced to shut it down soon. We do our duty. That the sickle respects the righteous path is not just some dull phrase. And from this day, this land shall be your new home, and the threads of which Enderal's future shall be woven rest in your hands. Book 12, verse 93. Being of righteous path also means taking responsibility for society as a whole. Rhoda certainly helped me see the Undercity with different eyes, yes. But that's not all. Yes. You are. It was foolish. But we thought a regular caravan would be less likely to draw attention. It was a mistake. I'm responsible for many good men and women that are now dead, including Rhodas. But be that as it may, we owe it to them to find the one who did this. And if the Blue Island Coalition really is behind it, then... You're right, but we have to be sure. Correct. We have to reconstruct the poison, and that's why I need you. It's called Dural Van, and it's made of 3 substances: Netherland thistles, dust maggot stingers, and dawnflower extract. According to the Apothecarius, the thistles can be found in Golden Forest, and the stingers anywhere in the Powder Desert. Dawnflowers don't grow in Enderal, so you might have to try your luck with one of the traveling merchants in Duneville. Here, this should cover your expenses. And you have my word. If you help the sickle in this matter, your reward will be generous. Then leave as soon... Here's a list of the ingredients. This should be self-evident, but still, not a single word to the Chileans, understood? Rash accusations without any evidence to back it up could prove... Good luck, Protector. What about him? My relationship? What do you mean by that? You mean... By Malphus, no. I do not have a companion, no, but that's a different story. Rhodas, he, You know, if I take a look at this world as it is these days, I see so many things going wrong. Hardly anyone still respects the righteous path, save for the usual verbiage. And for some reason, they all believe they deserve a good life without having to work for it. When I grew up, it was different. Yes, I was born a sublime, but I grew up knowing that our entire life is a trial. Walking the righteous path, it is a struggle, and it requires effort and discipline. Rhodas saw that. He kept on going despite his fate. In a way, he was the living proof that virtue and true path abidingness are not tied to condition, so to speak. But that doesn't mean I treated him any differently, and he would not have expected me to either. Whoever hired these sellswords will pay, no matter the price. Yes?
Now where did I put that?
Hungry for art.
You're a foreigner, aren't you? I wish I'd have crossed the Red Sea.
Mm-hmm. Mead, stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Wait a moment. You're an outlander, aren't you?
No bad. Sorry.
What blessed, my sir?
An outlander. Isn't
Now
this
you're quite
nice?
right. How about a little bit of fun?
An outlander. Isn't this nice?
My sir?
Noble citizens of Ark, lick your lips in untamed desire as the ambrosial smells of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread caresses your nostrils.
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Oh well.
We always go too easy on this guy.
Oh, lovely adherents of the crunchy pleasures, grow in delight as your teeth sink into a golden brown loaf of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread. Tender friends of the granulous pleasance, melt away in rapture as a crunchy loaf of bread wanders from my hands into
My sir?
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
You're a foreigner, aren't you? I wish I'd have crossed the Red Sea once, or seen Kira. The Grand Bazaar.
In the shackles of rust. Presented by the poets.
Who are you?
Huh?
No, look at that. You came. Didn't think you would. So, what's your take on this contemporary sample of Chilean dancing? Well, that doesn't mean you can't have an opinion. Anyway, how about a sip of wine? Rounds are on me. Come, take a seat. So, before we move on to more pleasant topics, there is one thing I need to get off my chest first. I heard of the, paper chase you had to go through to find me. I know, he's pulled that stunt on others before. He speaks perfect Enderal, by the way. That whole "I only stupid Chilean" thing is part of the act. In that sense, thanks for teaching him a lesson. It was overdue. But anyway, tell me, what brought you here? Just where exactly from Nerim are you from? I'm curious. That's why I asked. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, this is precisely why I find it so interesting that so many people accuse us Chileans of being greedy or dishonorable. I mean, just take a look around. Are the other nations of the civilized world really so much better? We've got Nerim, which was recently split into 3 and devastated by 3 madmen. I don't need to tell you about that. Then there's Kira, with its fabled free thinking in universities. But every 2 weeks, there's a new attempt at revolution with at least 3 dozen corpses. And don't get me started on Arctwind, Arizale, or this place. What I'm trying to say is, yes, there's poverty on the Blue Islands, on Chile, and yes, there are problems. But we are free. Neither Morala nor the Elder Council tell us what to do, and no matter how dire the circumstances you're born into, life is what you make of it. So it's basically the opposite of this excuse for a country. Anybody can become rich, famous, or, if they want to, live an eremite's life on the beach. As long as they can go through with it. Then sure, there are exceptions. But in my experience, those who never made it brought it on themselves. Then now you're here, working as a protector for one of the most influential merchant guilds of the civilized world. Because you wouldn't surrender to what other people tried to sell you as your fate. You know, I know what it means to have to fight for something. Unlike that snot DeLorean, I wasn't born with a bag of gold stuffed up my ass. But instead of wallowing in self-pity or listening to the priests talk about how everything gets better once you're dead, I took responsibility for my own fate. If a dust-sniffing loser as a father and a clump-footed, half-witted brother qualify as not exactly noble, then yes. I don't want to talk about it. Was. Merciful as the gods were, they blessed him with a deadly fever at the age of 10. Probably better that way. An addict and a failure. Do you know the kind of person who does nothing all day long but whine about how unfair the world is? Take that and throw in 2 sacks of droge and there you have him. Jaran O'Neillis, my esteemed creator and one of the reasons I spent most of my childhood eating dust and insects for breakfast. It was. I have. And I'm only getting started. You should see them. All these losers who I grew up with. Yes, they were dealt a tough hand, but instead of grabbing fate at its throat, they just went through their lives with their heads bowed and nodding at everyone. I'll never understand how people can be that way. Anyway, let's not go further into this. I'd say we make a cut here, shall we? It's late and I should see how my crew is doing. It was a pleasure, Protector. Until next time.
Hello.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between darkness and light. Advance the fleet! Always forward! Always forward! Forward for the glory and honor! The spears at the ready, driving the swords into the bodies. The same play, day after day.
Such art!
In the shackles of rust, presented by the pump.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Many of you may have heard it.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly. Look for yourself. Yes? Yes? Rhodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him? He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rhodus was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the others, he chose to fight his way out of his misery. Eventually, he made it into the Sickle. He was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite all his ambition, he never sought to surpass his path. He was a good person, always striving, yet with deep... I know it was you that brought... So, do you remember him? Yes? Traces of Chilean poison. The petrified are sellswords, pathless and despair. The reason the Blue Island Coalition... The goddess of Chile, the Scarabaeus is made of... Well, as you might have figured, it was originally a Chilean who possessed it. Ralius Davul, to be precise, the founder of the Blue Island Coalition himself. Yes, however, the Blue Island... A big one. It is. The fact that the But I said... And before you ask, it... Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? We do our duty, and from this day, being of righteous path also... Rhoda certainly helped me see the... Yes. Unfortunately, it isn't, no. You are. It was foolish. It was a mistake. But be that as it may, you're right, but we have... Correct. According to... Here. This should cover your expenses. And you have my word. The Nevis... Here's a list. Rash accusation. Good luck, Protector. What about him? My relationship? What do you... Substitute son? By the righteous path, you say what is on your mind, I'll give you that. But truth be told, it's a welcome change from all those bootlickers who I usually deal with. Rhodus, he, You know, if I take a look at this world as it is these days, hardly anyone when I grew up, Rhodus, but that doesn't mean I treated him any differently. And he would not have expected me to either. Whoever hired these sellswords will pay, no matter the price.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around.
Greetings.
Oh, hello there. Are you looking for garments? Walk blessed. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come back. You find the time. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his guide you. your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
Huh? Can I help you? It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
Good long peace.
Only the best. Straight from here.
Hmm? Is it important?
They just sit on their ass and hope things settle themselves. Idiots. Hmm? Can I help you?
Fruits, vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
Greetings.
Oh, hello there. Are you looking for garments? I have the finest cloth from Kilay to Enderal. Come and look for yourself. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his all your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come. All for well-dressed, my sir, and my dame, of course. Thief, walk blessed. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time. Thief, walk blessed. All your heart could ever desire. Take. May his light. All for the well-dressed my sir, and my dame, of course. Thief! Walk blessed. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
If it's clam and fish you seek, then come and take a good long peek.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Events of the past moons. They speak of a red. Madness that befalls
Hungry?
peaceful souls.
I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
Search. All you. There's enough now. Horrible events of the past. My words. They not be afraid. Madness that befalls peaceful souls.
Come to Yorinto Shamgash and buy fish.
Fruits,
Only
vegetables,
the best and
fresh
Greetings.
from the oven.
Do you need a
Treat
potion to
yourself.
refresh your stamina? Or are you a user of the arcane arts? I have all you'll ever need.
Apples, dates, bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast and Duneville.